Hi folks, Buffin here with your Antifa News Briefa for August 18th, 2021. This is just war versus not war. As Norm Macdonald says, I don't know how many of you are history buffs, but back in World War II, America and Russia fighting against Germany and Japan, and it was World War, other countries involved as well, but of those four players in World War II, Germany and Japan ended up losing and not really having a military after that. Don't really know what Germany's been up to since then. Last news I heard come out of Germany was they had technology to cheat emission standards. But I think Germany has progressed. I just don't really know what's been going on in Germany. I don't think they're all about cheating emission standards. I think they actually have pretty progressive green energy and stuff in Germany. So they're progressing. Germany's not hurting. Germany's doing pretty well, I think. Japan, in fact, without military and military expenditure, has conquered the world, has a real cultural dominance in the world, specifically through video games. That's been an amazing thing. So I mentioned that in one of my other Antifa News Briefs today. Just a comparison between Russia and America, who have gone on a full military track since then, for the most part. I guess Russia in recent decades has gone on a troll track. But America has been on this full military track since then, just wasting all this money on military because military is outdated and obsolete. But when you think about it, compare. Russia went to war in Afghanistan back in the 80s. So when people were playing Ataris, and then the Nintendo came out, you recognize this back in the day. The Nintendo came out in 85, or maybe earlier in Japan, but in America it came out in 85, and Russia's at war in Afghanistan for the Nintendo, like Super Nintendo era, I think. And then maybe nobody was at war in Afghanistan for the Nintendo 64 era. But when America went to war with Afghanistan, people were playing GameCubes here. Nintendo GameCube had come out, and the GameCube was the system. And then the Wii came out and had a good 10-year run. And the Wii U came out and had a good 10-year run. And the Switch has been out for 5 years. Or, thereabouts. Maybe not 10 years each, but you know what I'm saying. We've been through 4 systems in the time that America's been in Afghanistan. And when you think about that transformation between the technology and what types of games people were playing back then on the GameCube, to what they're playing now and how people are playing now on the Switch. And, what the military did didn't advance, not in any positive, useful way, in those 20 years. And what they apparently did in Afghanistan, they're going back to the way it was before. So they haven't made progress in that regard. Whereas games have taken over the world, have given people a whole many different worlds and ways to view the world. They're revolutionary in a completely peaceful way, which I've often said, I'm fine with guns in video games. Like, guns are great in video games. If all the guns were in video games, we wouldn't have any problems. So think about this comparison between not war, these countries that haven't been spending all their resources on military, and what they've been able to do, especially Japan has been able to influence the world in a very positive way. And having military, which your influence is just resented or used against you or, taken away, it's pointless, it's worthless, it's wasted. So we've got to quit war. It doesn't work. Thanks for watching this Antifa News Briefa. See you soon. I'm Buffin. Stop war. Play games. Have fun.